my life that's any importance, I learned from those two people right there. And as a poet, I wrote a poem many, many years ago about just that. And as I was training, I started thinking about what I've learned about life since diagnosis, as soon as I started training. I revisited that theme. And I revisited the new things that I've learned. And I'd like to share that poem with you right now, if I can. My precious daughter, your world is upside down, and still you teach me. You have taught me that you can laugh even as the tears flow. You have taught me that strength is not muscle nor bone. You have taught me not to hope, but to have faith. You have taught me that time is not something to measure, but something to live. You have taught me winning isn't surviving, but doing your best each and every moment. The other day, all four of us, the runner, the father, the daughter, the patient, we were interviewed. And I was asked if I remembered what it was like the day Kati was diagnosed. And I kind of laughed at that, because it's burned in my memory, and it often replays in my dreams. I remember the look in the doctor's eyes. First, there came this tidal wave of shock. And it felt like the oxygen was just sucked right out of the room. Then there was questions and answers. Then I was left alone for a moment. Then came tears, much like now. Then came prayers and prayers. I prayed for things like strength and courage. I prayed that my daughter would laugh someday again. Little did I know that those prayers would be answered, and they'd have names and faces. They'd have names like Jessica, and Barb, and Rich, and Cliff. And many, many others. And all of which wear purple. And they all call themselves team members. So whether you're competing against other runners, or your own personal record, or if you're like me, just competing against that finish line, I hope you make no mistake about it, because you're already winners. And now I'd like to introduce the real star of the night, my daughter, Kati.
So Daddy and I made some phone calls and made some arrangements so if all the runners could stand up. I'd like to present my favorite athletes of all time.